Hello, everyone. Hi, Susan. Hi, Iris. Hi, Rhonda, Charmaine, Joanne, Lupe. Hi, Most Unique. How's everyone doing? As everyone comes in, can you please click the thumbs up, please? Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Margaret. How's everyone doing tonight? Sandy Marie, Josephine. 25 people in here, 9 thumbs up. Like up the live, please, ladies, please, and thank you. Wow. A lot's been happening, boy. I don't even know where to begin. But first, I just want to start with she needs to just shut the fuck up or go back to her own country. Jesus. Oh my goodness. I know most unique. Oh yeah, my screen is black, Susan. So we're just hearing my voice. Oh my goodness. But I tell you one thing. Justin isn't lying, but he should have put a stop to that a long time ago. That's all I'm gonna say. About that one. I'm gonna leave their two little issue right there alone, but he should have did something a long time ago. Especially because it is true, it is affecting the girls. Someone just said, let's go take down. Yeah, I seen that when they said did that, but that's all they can do is try to take down people's pages. But for every page that's getting taken down, two or three can come back up. But guess who's going to crash out if they lose their page? She gets what do you call it? Restriction to where she can't go live for 30 days and her whole world is ended. So that's all they can do is take down people's pages. Their pages can go too. What they say, let's go tit for tat. In my Cardi B voice, let's go wrong for wrong, let's go lick for lick. If I can handle this, let me see you handle that. Okay? People aren't scared of them anymore. See, they think people are scared of them. Yes, have they run off people before? Absolutely. But so far, everyone who's left aren't scared of them. I know I'm not scared of them. What are they gonna do? Take my page down? Ooh, I'm just gonna pop back up with two more. She make exactly. Sh Man, let me tell you something. I'm not even gonna say the information, because I don't want to put it out there for what was told to me. But she has way more pages than you guys think she does. Of course, she's gonna be mean to him. She's mean to him all the time. The only time she's nice to them is when that camera is rolling. And I thought it was really weird that Stoney's page was gone today, and then her friend, her as you know, and I say that lightly, her friend Crystal. She didn't just lose her main page, she said she lost 5 pages because they were all connected. How'd she lose 5 pages? Hi, smooth operator. Yes, you're right. They are almost unique. They're young girls stuck in the middle of this. And as they get older, Lucy Holden, how you doing? Hi, Susan. As they get older, this is when it's going to really affect them, especially with their schoolmates. Look at the bullying that is going on today. And these kids today, they're younger and younger with cell phones. They're going to ask questions. They're going to see her mother on social media half dressed. Look what she went to the Christmas thing dressed in. It's just crazy. In my country, they have a saying that every day bucket going well, one day the bottom going to drop out. Her day is coming soon. Well, it needs to hurry up because we're tired of waiting. Like today, tonight, she was still talking about him. She talks about him almost every day. My ex, my ex, my ex, the abuse. Bitch, you didn't show that abuse when you went to court, did you? You came on social media every day. We didn't see one damn bruise on you. Yesterday, she was like, oh, it was my birthday and I wanted to go out and he poured water on my face. So now we coming up with new lies, new things. How come you didn't put that in your book? Yeah, when her book comes out, I'm gonna buy that damn book. Yes, I am. Last time I said I wasn't gonna give her a damn penny of my money, I'm gonna buy that book and we gonna have story time. I'm gonna read that book word for word and debunk all her lies. Yeah, you know what, Cindy Marie? I think he should have kept that low key. He shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that. He should have left that, you know, let them find out on their own. He shouldn't have said that. Hi, Mary Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But he shouldn't have put that out there. It was the you know what I'm saying? Sometimes what's that saying? You can't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And I don't think he should let have I don't think Stony and DT should be telling their story on his page. I think they need to go to YouTube and do that. I agree with you on that too, Cheryl. He shouldn't have come live, you know? But at the same time, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he shouldn't have did that. Oh, he's talking about her." Well, she talked. Regardless of whether I don't think he should have did it, she talks about him all the damn time. All the time, she talks about him. My stomach is in knots hearing Justin say, I believe that. If you think about it, the other day, before the girls left, the good mother went live in the kitchen. She asked Jay why she didn't want to, why every time I turn the camera on now, you move off to the side. She told her, I don't want to be on live. And she still made her go. When these kids, you know, say for instance, they're doing something and, eating or what, She walks away. She grabs her by her arm and snatches her back in front of the camera. They don't shouldn't have to be in front of the camera. Can the child eat her damn food in peace? Yes, I believe. Yes, you're right, Lupe. He should have kept it under wraps. You're right. I believe. Yes, instead of being rude, oh, you're not being rude. I mean, but spending time focusing on her act, she should be focusing on cleaning that disgusting house. She sits there and says, "Oh, look at my house. It's so clean." By whose standards? That house ain't clean. And then 2 days later, oh, my house is a mess. The kids. Well, if your kids don't clean up or they're too young to clean up, then you clean up behind them or you teach your children to clean up. You went to LA Fish House for 2 days. You came back. That island was disgusting. I'm surprised there weren't a million bugs on there. There was so much food and crumbs and everything all over that kitchen island. She had a sink. Both sinks were full of dishes. So you mean to tell me you left for 2 days and that's how you left your kitchen? That's what you call nasty in capital letters. What's everybody saying? Yeah, he needs to keep it under wraps. Yeah, he probably did need to vent, but I mean, he's a grown man. I can't tell him what to do, what not to do. You know, see, I would have went off on her a long. If I was him, I would have handled her a long time ago. I wouldn't have let it get this far. I wouldn't have been dealing with this for 4 years. I'm just not built like that. But Justin is, he's a different person. Just like I'm quite sure she thought she could just get over, especially on Stony. Yes, I guarantee you, KO thought that she could just really get over on Stony because Stony's a sweet person. But Don let her know, is showing her that you can't get over on me. Yeah, Cheryl, I agree with you. It's the kids. I don't like that he was forced to speak about this again, but the world has to know, and maybe they can put two and two together and see that she has the same aim. Well, not her goats. Her goats feel think that she can't do nothing wrong. I read somebody's post today that thanked everyone and told them to keep being obsessed with her. And I'm like, a grown ass woman, you're telling these people to be obsessed with her? These people are more obsessed with her than they are with their own husbands and children. Hi, Francis. Well, I hope Mary. I hope that's true because Justin said that they were going to tell their story on his page. I don't think they should do it on Facebook, not just his page. I don't think they should do it on Facebook, period. And I don't understand how her page was just taken down. Did Meta really take her page down? Because from what I understand, that page was not in the red. And usually they send you an email. If I get a restriction or anything, I get an email from Meta. So I don't know. Just like Crystal, her apparently, from what I'm gonna say now, her ex-friend. You know what I'm saying? We got another victim. She said she's had her page since 2010 and has never had a violation. How did she lose all her pages? I think it has something to do with her checking her about how she was, her daughter was touching her inappropriately. And she told her about it. If you remember, Jay was crying. Her mother tried to say that she was crying because Cleopatra left. That wasn't why she was crying. She was crying because Dr. Crystal left, because she felt uncomfortable. And she was blaming her daughter. That's why that little girl was crying. And she's jealous of Cleopatra too. That little girl, she's got a lot going on for her at such a young age. She also has an album coming out. It's probably coming out. I don't even know what date it is. It's probably around the same time Kay's album is coming out. Well, if you want to call it an album. And she wishes Jay was just like her. But that's not in Jay. She's not as outgoing, you know, as she is. Yeah, you're right. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm all I know is it needs to stop with them, because the things that her goats are doing are way too much. Yes, the girls need an attorney to represent them. They call that a guardian ad litem. They had one before, but usually they only get one when it's with CPS or DCF. He's Yes, he's allowed her to take him mentally right back to the beginning, where she's pulling his strings to get him upset. I agree with that. Of course, most of that trash is hers. Look at her darn room. I've watched her open up ice cream and drop the damn wrapper right on the floor, and I'm like, really? Or like when she wipes off the island. She just wipes all of that stuff on the floor. Hi, Francis Pierre. Um, yeah, vent in court. You're right about that, Cheryl. Yeah, there's ants. And you know what? And now that the warm weather is coming back, the ants are really going to be coming out. Yes, those kids are suffering. They absolutely are suffering. It's real hard when you're fighting someone that wasn't a citizen. It's like fighting a whole country. Now he stands better. She's a citizen of a. Well, I'm going to tell you something, and I've said this before. I question how she got that citizenship. Something just don't add up to me. And the thing is I'm going to also say this too. They think they're helping her. Okay? They think they're standing up for her. They're helping her. Yeah, we're going to get them and all this other stuff. Well, don't they realize is that they're the ones that are going to hurt her. All of this is going to fall back on her. And she can lose, just as how she got that citizenship, she can lose that citizenship and have her ass right on a damn one-way flight back to damn Nigeria. And I'm gonna tell you something, the president that we got going on now, you don't even have to do nothing for him to send your behind back somewhere. That's the thing is yes, JD feels empowered having Stony and Don behind him and supporting him. But JD needs to stand up for himself. He needs to stand up for his children. He shouldn't have to worry about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was he doing this before they came about? Oh, Blessing is going live now? Really, Blessing? You gonna take my time? Wow. Everybody gonna run the Blessing now. Yeah, you're right about that. I've never seen such evil people. I hope they do finish her. I hope they do. He has to be careful about what he reports to the public. Exactly. Yes, he does. That's why I wish JD didn't say what he said. You're right. And you know what? He should have did that a long damn time ago. I'd have reported her ass to immigration a long time ago. At the beginning, when I was being harassed for nothing. She keeps saying he abused her. Well, she had plenty of time when she went to court to prove that. She said she had pictures. She said her sister had pictures. Where were the pictures when you went to court? You didn't prove it. Yeah, she met her match. He spoke out of anger this evening. He should have just sat back. Yeah, I agree with you. Hi, Vivian. Yeah, that trip to LA Fish House. She went over there trying to what's the word? Trying to fix things, trying to, find out how she can make things better or whatever, but there's certain things that LA Fish ain't gonna be able to help her out of. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that she is not going to be able to help her out of, and I don't even know what the hell that woman sees in her, to be honest. How many times can somebody tell a story? It's just say what you've got to say and then let it go, move on. True. AJ supposedly worked for Meta and still has his connections and has the inside workings of the. Well, he need to worry about is all his damn kids he got spread out everywhere. What I want to know is what JD is going to do about it and not talk about. Exactly, Cheryl. Exactly. Yeah, you know what? Because if I'm not mistaken, she right, okay, the comment says right. She goes to LA mom and the pages go down because wasn't it LA mom that hooked her up with AJ when she had her problems and she flew out there? Yeah, she wants Jay to take after that little girl, but it's just not her. Let Jay just be a little girl. Oh, that's her nephew. Oh, I didn't know that. I think it's a little bit of envy because that little girl allegedly is releasing an album. Exactly, she is releasing an album. Does anybody know when her album is coming out? Is it coming out the same time as this other crap that's coming out? If you guys know, if anybody knows, put it in the comment. Francis AJ used to work at Meta for 2 months a few years ago. I don't know how long he worked there, but I know he worked there and when they went there, he just thought he was gonna walk up in that damn building and that security was like, no sir. I think I seen Don said today that they were going to come over to YouTube. I heard him say that too. But yet, I just heard Justin said that they were going to come and do it on his page. Like I said, I don't think they should do it on Justin's Facebook. I don't think it should be done on Don's Facebook. And I don't think it should be done on Stoney's other Facebook page. It needs to be done on YouTube. And I think Don also said It might be done also on TikTok so it could reach all over the world. That's poor sponge girl. That sponge done seen its days. Oh my goodness. Man, I watched her scrub her stove. The top of that stove where everything spills. She wiped that stove and scrubbed that stove and then walked right over to the sink and started washing her dishes with it. That's just like her using that towel to go wash her car and then or wash her floor and then wash dishes. Yeah, you know what? You're right. She keeps saying that she paid him $50,000. She didn't pay him $50,000. And actually, she got to keep the majority of that, of that money. That was the money from baby A's birth. She made a lot of money on that video. And matter of fact, since the video is still out there, she can still make money on it. Remember, she lied on her China. Yes, she lied on her China application. The other day, talking about, yeah, black people don't get paid much as white people in China. I had to tell them I was from Oregon. Yeah, you had to tell them you was from Oregon because that's what your dumbass had on your fake paperwork, that you was from Oregon. Yes, Justin was live. I'm gonna watch both of y'all at the same time. Tell Blessed she can't be live when I'm live. LOL. The problem is he's gone on his page and had a rant and rave about her, but yet he'll still have the kids whenever she wants to take off for a while, even if it's not his time. Facts. Yeah, he should have kept his mouth shut and kept it all to himself. You are definitely right about that. JD would have had to be the one to initiate the to review her citizenship. Yes, and he should have did that years ago. No, there's no evidence of abuse. And that's right, Sandy. That's what that 50,000 was for. But she, oh, what did she say? Oh, usually when women in the US, in America, they get divorced, they get child support, they get alimony. Not everybody gets alimony. And yeah, a lot of women get child support, but not when you have your income like that. You guys got 50-50. You got 50-50. You have him one week, he has him the next week. So that's how things work out. You take care of the kids when you have them, and he's responsible for the kids when you have them. And that's how it works. He said he has no empathy. Time will tell. And yeah, she's going to keep on, and it's about 10 people that's going to pop up and file a case about her. Well, maybe Don and Stony coming out. Maybe that's what's needed for everybody else to stand up against her. Because a lot of them, they didn't want to deal with the Hurrians. They didn't want to deal with them. Because, yeah, they're a bit much. Yes, they can be intimidating to the right people. But some people, they just don't care. They're not scared of them. You should not have made it about Americans Just like she can't turn her arguments with him into color. It's not about where you come from or color of your skin. It's about your character. Exactly. This isn't about her being black. This isn't about her being Nigerian. This is about her character, how she acts. Oh, I'm quite sure Stoney's dad is going to help. Man, and then yesterday, somebody had made a video. Man, that was the most disgusting video have ever heard. They sat there and basically said, now, Stoney told the story of her dad. You know, he's a retired detective. And he was pew-pewed in the line of duty. And they said it should have been in his throat. I was like, what? Yeah, that's what they said about her dad. They said that's where whoever the criminal was that pew-pewed him, it should have been in his throat. Now that's a disgusting person. Yeah, LA need to stay out of it. For her behind end up on a plane too. And especially with her husband being a doctor, he don't want none of them issues. I bet you that man don't even know half the stuff that's going on. They all need to file their own case against her, yeah. And you know what? They need to file a class action against Meta for allowing all of this stuff to go on. Evangeline, how you doing? Hi, Elizabeth. That's what I heard, that AJ is LA mom nephew. I don't trust her either. Oh, her album is coming out April 10th. Sherry, that's when Cleopatra's album is coming out. Or is that KO? Cause yes, she is jealous of Cleopatra. She's a pretty girl, and you know her mother. One thing I could say about her mother protects her. You know, she's not sexually exploiting her daughter, which is very easy, especially in that modeling business. You have to watch these modeling people. My daughter used to model when she was younger. You have to watch these people. Yes, that is the one, Cindy. That is the one that she showed up with at Meta, and they couldn't get in. Yeah, she's doing DJ gigs. Cleo is modeling. If I'm not mistaken, she's even won some modeling competitions. She's on the, what do you call that, honor? She does this, and she still made the honor roll at school. She made the honor roll at school. And I think her mother sat there and said, right around Christmas time, her school was, I don't know, they were giving her some award. Probably because she's doing all this other stuff and still is keeping up with her grades. I see, I I don't know if I believe all of that. Because I know that last court case, it seemed like JD just gave up. That's all I'm gonna say. He had a lot of evidence, and it seemed like he just gave up. He had had enough. He was done with the harassment, the death threats. Justin was just tired of it all. And even if Justin was gonna not do anything, he should have kept that order to keep those girls off social media. But I don't know because I wasn't there in the courtroom. Okay, okay, Kathy. I'll find out where that is. Where to find him at. Yep, they did. Oh, she was having another breakdown. I see. I only when I heard her start talking about JD, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Looking at, a 10 feet high, pile of laundry that's probably clean and dirty together. I think the strategy to use JD's page is to try to reach a wider audience to expose her. Yeah, but look what they did to Stoney's page. And they're already telling him they're going to take his. They said that on his live, that they're going to take his page. You guys, the courts have been against fathers across the country for the past few years. Kathy, that's true. That's yes and no. There's a lot of, you know, I know a lot of fathers that have custody of their children. I'm not, but a lot of places, especially like California, is known for that. California is known to be what they call, what's that word they usually call it, like a woman state. They're more for the woman, even if like they're even if they're in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I can believe that. Yeah, I believe that crayfish hands are in that CPS cases too. She now has to share birthday. Yeah, she's supposed to. The court order says they're supposed to split it. And this is not the first time she did it. She did that. She did that another year too. I can't remember which kid it was because she had A last year too. Matter of fact, it was A. She had A last year too. See, you know what I'm saying? She thought it was her day. She got to keep her because it happened to be, on her week. But they're both supposed to split holidays except for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Mother's Day is her day, Father's Day is his day, which makes sense. But they're supposed to split these kids' birthdays. But she was not going to give that up because that would have took money out of her pocket. She has her connections in CPS too. That's right, she is a former foster parent that groomed one of her foster kids to date one of her sons. He sure will. He sure will. He's supposed to get 75, but he said, no, I do 50. Exactly. He didn't get what he really should have gotten. Okay. Okay, single. No, I thought Cleopatra's coming out with an album. Unless she's gonna throw out, because some people, they put a single out first before their album comes out. Yeah, her husband's a doctor. One of her sons is a lawyer, and isn't another son a doctor? So she paid him 50,000 allegedly. Then she was paying him because he was a sperm donor. Hmm. Well, she act like that's all she is. But she makes it sound like she had to pay for her divorce. You didn't have to pay for anything. You had a lawyer and you still had to give him part of that money. Actually, he probably should have been entitled to more because most of your content had to do with family. Hi, Sherry. He's an anesthesiologist and works nights, so he isn't there a lot when. Okay. Oh, that's right. You know what? I did see that. Cleo did. Cleo's met a lot of famous people. She was with DeVito. Yes, I heard the California court system is horrible. Well, from what I heard, her son, his reviews aren't very good. And most lawyers, they specialize in certain things. I don't know what what he specializes in, but I know he can't specialize in everything. Yeah, and then no, she got $77,000 from her GoFundMe, and it's still open. She can get up to 53. No, she can get up to 23,000. She can still collect on that GoFundMe. It's still open. That is really sad. And see, he shouldn't have said that. He should not have said that. Jay says that her mother slaps her when she doesn't want to come in front of the camera because now she's going to take it out on that little girl when she goes home. He should not have said that. Dawn is back thinking I got her the clutches of Squidward. She may have put a little bit of her nasty ink on it. Both of you need, you're funny. That's you know, Sherry, a lot of fathers now have custody of their kids, but different states, like there's different states where CPS is stricter than others. And California has been known to be horrible, so hi Jen. Yeah, she withheld a birthday before. Yes, she did. It was a birthday. But yet I remember him having one of the kids, it fell on his week, and he dropped the child off to her, you know? And but yet she's not gonna do it. But yet, what about the Mother's Day that she took off to where'd she go? She went to Hawaii. She went off to Hawaii talking about, I didn't know. You don't know. Oh, but you claim you're educated. You didn't read? Or your lawyer didn't explain it to you? That was just an excuse, girl. You knew. You just wanted to go to Hawaii. Yes, she does. She has Cleopatra listed as her daughter. She wishes that was her daughter. Yes, a lot of states are for moms, and it takes a lot for the men to stop the mothers from having their kids. And like Justin says, they won't do anything unless something bad happens. Now, whether they really, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But if that is the case, that's fucked up. That the state won't step in and do anything until these children get hurt. Like, how many times has these kids been exposed on social media? And it's just a matter of time before they're exposed again. It doesn't make any sense. Now, look at all these other content creators. I have never seen Ruth's children without any clothes on. I've never seen who was with Olivia. If sometimes she shows like how her daughter, her new baby, loves to to be in the bath. She loves the water. If she takes a picture, she has a whole towel covering her up so you can't see it. You can see her arms, her legs, and her head. I, you know, I don't even care for Nurse Glory, but I've never seen her children naked. They spend money on their children. They take them on vacations. They clothe them. They feed them well. Something serious is going on with Jay. She's all over the place. Yes, yeah, you can see it. Yeah, he shouldn't have said that because if June tells them at school that her mom, yeah, but is that phone call gonna be intercepted just like all the other ones are? Hi Jan, how are you? Yeah, he lets her get away with a lot of shit. Now see, that couldn't have been my son. Okay? My son checked his daughter's mother a long time ago. And my granddaughter is with him 95% of the time. He don't play that because he knew if he didn't play it, he knew damn well this mama would have. I would have handled that if he didn't. Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, they need to stop. And and I'm not even gonna put that as anything with what I'm gonna say with as far as political, liberal, or whatever the other thing is. I'm not even gonna go with to what it is. Regardless, they need to stop dealing with this with these children. That's what they need to do because this is ridiculous. Um, Let me see. Hold on. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Something needs to be done because enough is enough. Enough is enough. What's going on with these kids, and somebody needs to take care of it because these kids are innocent, and it's just gonna get better. I don't know how one person can cause all this chaos, and I've never seen anything like this either. Like the way these people flock to her and want to fight her battle. And I guarantee you, they see the same thing we see. I guarantee you, the majority of them don't even treat their own children like that. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are not even, they don't even treat their own children like this. But yet, their hatred for a white man is more than their so-called love for her children. They claim they love these kids. How? How do you love these kids? Everyone, I got 61 people in here and 34 thumbs up. I'm quite sure there's a few goats in here. Just behave. Y'all goats are welcome to be here. Just behave. Cause I done blocked so many people this week. Um, yeah, sometimes they do, s- the judges do ask to speak to the children. It just depends on the judge, depends on the situation. And no, they don't, nobody comes on here begging but her. She just begs, 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 begs. And they're like, oh, they mentioned her name. We'll give her a star party. It's gonna pain them. Pain who? Y'all want to give that girl all your money? Go right on ahead. You want to give a millionaire your money? Give it to her. Because she wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire. She going to ask you to give her star. You going to have to pay her for her to spit on you to put the fire out. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, she's going to New York. I guess she's leaving in the morning. She should be back by Sunday. She'll probably come back Sunday. It's belly dancing seminar or something like that that's going on in New York. So let me see, what's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, I believe it's Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday. I can't remember which day, but it's this weekend. That's that there's some type of belly dancing thing. She'll probably come back Sunday, but with the you got that right. Well, I don't know if she paying attention, but shoot, she might be in that's what do you call it? The security line. She might be in there for a minute unless she has no, I doesn't look like I've ever seen her do like a pay for the pre-check. She's probably too cheap for that. But even some of those are shutting down because they don't have enough workers. Yes, I agree with that. Meta needs to step up because this is way too much. Hi, Grace. In court papers for my son and his baby mama, if one parent can't keep the kid, they have to go to the other parent. And that's what I thought their thing was. I thought that if one parent couldn't keep the kid, like if she goes out of town, from what I understand, Skeeter wasn't supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? Skeeter wasn't supposed to keep those girls while she was gone. Okay, well, she said she don't have to pay for pre-check. Man, you know how many people are missing their flights because they can't get through TSA? That's the name of it. TSA. People are missing their flights. Yeah, she does, but I don't think she's supposed to. And see, and that's where Justin is wrong too. Because, see, you're not going to talk about me all the time and tell lies about me all the time and think that I'm going to step in and keep them so you can run off. And then one minute, but one minute you say that, oh, you don't trust him and everybody's calling him a bad father and blah blah this, but then when people start talking, well, why'd you leave him, oh, he's a good father, he's capable of taking care of his children, they're in good hands. Which one is it? And then if you had sat there and got on social media and sat there on live video and said, I have to check my daughters when they come back from their father's house. First of all, why'd you have to put that on social media? Second of all, if you feel that you need to check them when you get them back, then why do you send them over there? No, you don't check them. That's just some bullshit you putting on social media again to start everything up again. Oh yes, I hear, yeah, 6 hour wait. Yes, yes, they're also canceling flights too. Cause hell, how the flight gonna take off, and half the plane is still in TSA line. Yeah, the way people talk about JD is crazy. But what does she say about her father in the book before she edited the book? Like what? She edited like 3, 4 times. And they talk about this man, but yet, oh, what they were saying in his life, you send the kids back dirty. He sends the kids back the same way he get them. Now, we ain't gonna sit here and act like KO keeps those kids clean. They might have a few decent clothes, but not because of her. All those nice dresses and things like that, they come from LA Fish. You don't bathe those kids. Them kids, and how we know? Because you send those kids in those clothes, and when they wake up in the morning, they got the same clothes on. No, she didn't do the checks when the kids were little. JD did it because he was tired of the lies and the accusations. So he was the one that put in place for that to be the pickup and drop off spot and for the children to be checked. KO didn't do that. Justin did that. The problem is that he's been online and said what he said. Court could say that she feels threatened by him now and use it to get a restraining order. Well, she said a lot of things about him on social media too. And actually, the judge probably don't want to see neither one of their asses no time soon. For someone who's so smart, allegedly, yes, he does do some dumb things. He should just leave that to his ex because she does enough dumb things. He doesn't need to add to it. She said last night when she was pretending to wash those dishes that she wanted to go out for her. Yeah, I had said that earlier, Sandy, that she said that he threw water in her face. Just like she said, oh, he held me hostage in the house. Girl, it was goddamn COVID. Everybody was in the damn house. In California, that was one of those strict states. There was a couple of states that were extra strict, and California was one of them. California, New York, Florida got a little strict, for a little while, because we ended up being, having the first, spot for a minute there. But that's why she was in the house. What you can't be. Yeah, she always sends her moo after them, after him, and they're gonna be, even before Justin gave Stoney that page, they were already accusing him. I even seen a post where somebody was accusing Don of the fake London attack. I was like, wow, he didn't even know her. He didn't even know her. And I got a friend that lives out there, and she told me there's no way they wouldn't have seen something. She said they have CCTV cameras all over the place. Yeah, Sandy. Yeah, I know. That's what I heard too. Because nobody couldn't come out. I mean, yeah, I get his frustration though. No one does anything in the courts and he wants to express his feelings. Well, that's when, he says he sees a therapist. Go in there and vent to him. Go vent to your therapist. Your mother was just here, or I don't know if she's still here. Go, because I don't know where the kids were because he was in the car doing his video. The girls weren't with them, and it was 7 o'clock. School's out, daycare's out. Vent to your mother. But he shouldn't have put it on social media, especially some of the things he said. Especially like the thing that really worries me is when he said that Jay says that her mother smacks her when she doesn't want to get on live video. That's the thing that worries me because now she's going to be like, oh, so she's over there. And I'm quite sure she has told her daughter not to be going over there. You remember, I don't know if any of y'all remember when we were kids, what goes on in this house stays in this house. That something like that. And now that she's going to know that Jay told. And that's going to bring backlash on her. Exactly. I'm gonna be honest. I question how she got citizenship. I ain't gonna lie. She lied to get into China. That's right. I don't think it's dumb thing. He's been keeping his mouth quiet for a long time. She's done more harm. You know, I agree and I disagree. I agree that yes, look, okay, I'm a firm believer in everybody has a limit. Some people can take more than other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, my tolerance is very low. I would have checked her years ago. There's some people who can just take a whole lot. But I also think, I believe, I don't remember who said that, made that comment earlier that he feels empowered because, he has Don in his corner. I believe that's part of why he came out also. But certain things he should have kept quiet. He should have kept quiet about what Jay said. He should have kept quiet about authorities looking into this. Those are things he shouldn't have said. He should have kept that to himself. Will she talk to CPS and tell them that she's in trouble? I don't know. That just depends on if anybody puts her in contact with CPS or if they get involved. Oh, Don just posted that Dr. Dean just made a statement. Not sure what that means. I don't know either. She doesn't need any more court cases on her file. Look what Frida said was happening in Minnesota. KO is scared to go to Nigeria. She said she won't be going for a long time. What's going on in Minnesota? Oh, you know what? Never mind. I know what's going on with Minnesota. She's scared to go to Nigeria. Yeah, she was sitting there saying, oh, I don't feel like it's home anymore. And this happened to me. And that happened to me. And I had to pay 3 million naira to do my music video. Girl, that wasn't nothing, because you were using American money. I understand what you're saying, but the problem is by him allowing her to get to this point again, and the way he spoke about her online, she could use that to her advantage. Yes, she could use that to her advantage, but he also has stuff that he could use to her advantage. So basically, both of them, are going to be back and forth if they decide to if they end up in court. You know what I'm saying? They're both in the wrong. KO is more in the wrong in my eyes. And bottom line is what Justin needs to mainly be doing is protecting his children. That's what I don't understand. You know what? I don't care how many times the court tells me I can't help you or we're not going to do nothing. No, I'm going to keep going back. I'm going to keep going back until you hear what I got to say. Since she came online saying she paid $50,000, her citizenship should be investigated. Yeah, because she makes it seem like she paid for it. Yeah, she got her citizenship under false pretenses, and I'm sure of it too. But she's saying a lot about her. It works both ways. True. She's going to make Jay come on live and say she never said, you know what? I didn't even think about that. You're probably right. But you can see how she acts. And you can see the nervousness in her and how she like the fake laugh. Or if any little thing, the kids don't even have to do anything to her. It could be a comment that she reads or somebody made her mad in the comment section and she sees that her mother got upset. Next thing you know, she's gonna bust out in a song. Like, that shit's not normal. Stoney's dad is not just an ex-cop. He's a retired detective. That man got connections. Do I think she should have the children? No, I don't. I don't think she's mentally or emotionally capable of having the girl. But it doesn't matter what I think. You're very right. You're true. You're right about that because I don't feel she should have them either. But at the end of the day, who am I? That's just my opinion, your opinion. It's up to the courts and it's up to their father to whether he's going to do anything about it. Of course, Jay's scared of her. Yes, the kids are always going to be in the middle of this. You are very right. And it's just going to affect them. Because I'm going to tell you something. June needs therapy. And the saga, yes, you're right. Bubbly me. Oh, hi, bubbly me. I'm just seeing you. The saga is getting dirtier by the moment. Well, we'll see. But the only thing is, I just want the two girls to be okay. Like Jay, she ain't as tough as A. I personally think he should petition the court every chance he has. He doesn't need that. And you're right. He doesn't need an attorney. And if it was me, I'd be at the court every chance I had too. But everybody's different. Everybody's not like us. In order to get views, she bashes them every single day. Exactly. Here goes another GoFundMe. Well, she has to finish up the 23,000 that she still can get on her existing one because that last GoFundMe, it's not closed. It's still open. She can get up to $23,000 more because her goal was 100,000. Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah, if they don't stop, if they don't get their shit together, you're right. Both of them can risk losing those girls. It's going to be tit for tat. Huh. Yeah, you're right about that. I question that about the taxes. I'm not gonna lie. I question that. But I don't have any proof on that. You're right. Justin, what? He posts a few things here and there, but no, he really hasn't been on. And then usually he'll show like the outside, but not really his face like that. I think he put like a little post of him going, I guess he was in the elevator going to his party or wherever Saturday. Her and her sister fell out before they left back home. Sister got tired of her talking bad to her children and wanting them to eat the food she cooked for all of them. She stayed on the nephew case. You know, she was all fine and dandy with them kids in the beginning. Just like when she would sit there when Nancy would go in there and cook. She would put everybody's plate on that island and she'd be fixing everybody's plate. And it's like KO would be like a vulture, hovering over, and say Nancy would give her and her daughter a plate and KO would be like, no, I want that plate. And it's like she had to eat first. A lot of times she tries to eat first. In my house, and this is how I was raised, kids eat first. That's how I was raised. Kids eat first. She wouldn't have been, nope. All those kids would have ate before she got that plate. I'd have made sure all those kids had their plates first. Now you can eat. You a grown ass woman. Them kids gonna eat. Jay should not be reading. Oh my God, exactly. She should not be reading them comments, and then she'll sit there and say, Jay, don't read the comments. But you got her straight up in front of the phone. Like, what do you expect her to do? As an accountant, no, I think she has foundations that funnel the taxes. I don't know, though. She's doing something because you know what? Though she complains about every damn bill she got. Like what? When she got gas last week, she, had to act a fool at the gas pump. $100. It used to be $18, girl. You ain't never filled up your tank for $18 in California. Because even before the gas prices are now going up, gas was still over $5 in California. Last week it was over $8. It's probably more than that now because shoot, when I left out earlier, there's a 7-Eleven down the street. Well, I get my gas at either Costco or Sam's Club. But 7-Eleven said $3.99. I said, damn, 2 days ago it was $3.75 and now it's $3.99. I'm like, so you ain't never filled your tank up for $18. Hi, C. Brown. CPS should step in immediately for the kids' sake. Yeah, she sure should. And just how, like, she feeds them. Like you open up one of those, what do you call it? Those bag salads, the salad mix kits. And all three of you are going to eat off of that one small bowl. No protein, no nothing. But the other day, you sat there and had like a chicken Caesar salad. The kids don't get that. You should have made like a meat, a salad, something, these child. Oh, do you see when KO got some stars from that Michelle lady? KO and Baby J. That just makes me sick. Having her, why she gotta sing that damn Michelle Govia? And the scariest of all, Baby J knew the whole song. Exactly. Talking about Michelle Govia. How about Michelle O'Gappy? If you know, you know. Look her up. You'll see what I'm talking about. Do you know what they'll have to do? Make me realize how blessed I am to have a good relationship with my kid's father. Well, you know what? Even if I did not, okay, like my son, even though him and his ex don't get along, on my granddaughter's birthday, they still celebrate her birthday together. Whether it's a party that they're throwing together, or if they go to an amusement park or whatever outing, they put their differences aside to celebrate her birthday because it's not about them and it's not about their issues. It's about the daughter. Yes, Francis, I always feed my kids. Hi, call out Queen. Where was you at? Was you on Blessing Live? I heard Blessing came live after I did. Uh-huh. Did you pick and choose? I'm just playing with you. How you doing, Queen? She's always supposed to eat first. Exactly. And she wonders why Jade stuffs her face. Because she knows if she doesn't eat fast, she ain't gonna get nothing. Hi, Jacqueline. How you doing? Maryland gas today, $3.99. Yes, that's how much it is here in Florida. It's probably about 20 cents cheaper at Costco. Because I usually get my gas at Costco. Tomato and onion sauce. Exactly. Everything is sauce, sauce, sauce. Noodles. Like you order Chinese food. Why'd you have to order noodles? God, you cook noodles all the time. You should have got them the orange chicken. They love the orange chicken. Sometimes I will give Justin is that he does get the girls to sit down and eat food from their own plates. Yes, I will. Yes, that is something that he does do. And sometimes I've seen him. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little congested. Um, like when he goes like he's taking them to the Chinese restaurant. And all three of the two girls, he orders them, you know how you can get the combination plates. He orders them their own plate of food. He doesn't buy one thing and everybody eat off the same plate. And he gives them their own plates, their own utensils. How hard is that? Or that time that, he knows his kids are half Nigerian. What about that time he took his kids to the Nigerian restaurant? He took them there when the kid's not around. Oh, you're right. Like the last weekend, she didn't have them. She cooked that salmon, and she said, "Oh, Jay would love this." Then why didn't you cook it while she was there? Why do those kids even have to say thank you to strangers? Exactly. Why do those kids have to say thank you to complete strangers for money that isn't going to be spent on them? Like even all the money that the stars and stuff that they were sending for A's birthday. She spent none of that money. But you know what? I want to see her buy a nice cake for Jay like she did for A. And I doubt that'll happen. Oops, she says sorry. I don't know what that means. Baby J knows that okra water pint. Disgusting. Bubbly me. Huh. She does not make American food for them, like meat, vegetable. Exactly. Who does that? Ruth. Ruth knows her children are American children, and she's tried to give them, 'cause she's from Ghana. She's tried to give them some of her food. She doesn't like it. I mean, they don't like it, so she cooks them American food. Even when they went to Ghana, I think it was last Christmas or the year before, they went to Ghana. She had to find places, like just because you're in a different country don't mean that they went to a KFC and places like that because she know her kids were not going to eat that food, and she didn't force them to. Jay knows if she don't eat it, she's not going to eat. I watched her live on Saturday when she ordered that one plate of lo mein and salad. Yeah, Jay was tearing that mess up. And then she told her to slow down, and told A she's eating all the food. And then next thing you know, the child sat there and said, "Oh, well, I'm full." No, she wasn't. She wasn't full, but she knew it was going to come next because her mother tells her she's fat. Her stomach's big. Her stomach needs to be flat. She's 6 years old. When she takes them on vacation, they are shown at restaurants with their own plates and drinks. Exactly. Even in their own home. Even the little one, her son, she fixes him his own plate. Right from when even when he was in a high chair and started eating and he was in the high chair. She was putting his food on that high chair for him to eat. That with each of them eating from one plate is part of her culture. Well, I don't see her sister and her kids eating all off of one plate. Olivia and her kids don't eat off the same plate. Why are the girls doing videos for strange men? Miriam, what are you talking about? The girls are doing videos for strange men, or are you talking about them strange men that are on her lives? She got yelled at for making her some powdered milk. Huh. I don't know why she won't get them girls some real milk. Her birthday's before baby J, so that will be her main focus. Of course. Of course, as grown as she is, she about to start advertising it. She took that money out and bought 2 pairs of Madden boots. Did she? I didn't know. Oh, wow. I heard when she has the girls say thank you to certain people that it was for a cameo she sends and gets paid for. Wow, that's fucked up. All those nasty men, yeah. Derek doesn't like African food either. You right about that. She told Jay not to make any milk anymore. Let me tell you something. Jay has been doing that. I guarantee you, she has been doing that. This is the first time she got really caught, and she probably didn't think nothing of it because all she does is give those girls the majority of the time all they drink is water. I mean, just straight water all the time. She doesn't give them, very rarely have I ever seen her give them juice. It's not going to hurt them to have some juice. You know what I'm saying? You can buy, and wait a minute, she has a juicer. She can make her own juice. All natural. But she doesn't use that. They don't have to have water all the damn time. Yeah, KO is the only one that is mistreating her children. You are right about that. There was a guy that said, "Where was my 3 a.m. video call to K?" Oh, really? Oh, I missed that one. Call out Queen. If you got that tea, you need to send that to me. I sent you a pic. I will. I will. I'll look at it. Smooth operator. The only one creator that meets treat. You right about that. I referred to Cora as I meant to say she, or it could have been because she's looking more and more. She sure is. She sure is. She is. Oh my goodness, she sure is looking more and more masculine. I am not. I can't disagree with you on that one. Oh, yeah, and the others that mistreat their kids are in jail. Okay, exactly. Exactly. And this is why I don't understand. We love the girls. We love the girls. But you guys will sit there and you're okay with watching these girls be mistreated. You know, you sit here and I heard somebody sit here and say one time, you know, we will call her out if she does wrong. No, you don't. We've called Justin out. We have called him out for being wrong. You know, a lot of people on this live feel some type of way because he hasn't stood up, me included. But you know what? That doesn't mean that I don't think he's the better parent. But you know what? You guys know well, you will not call her out on anything. She could do whatever she wants. I don't care how wrong or bad it is, right in front of your face. And you will still support her. And that's one of her problems is that she knows that no matter what, y'all stupid asses are going to support her. You are never going to hold her accountable. This is why she feels she can do whatever she wants to do and get away with it. And she's going to eventually do so much that it's going to land her ass right back in Nigeria. And I'm going to be sitting here front and center laughing my ass off. She used to make juice and breakfast and then got lazy. She's on them 5 phones and she's out and every day she's sitting here coming on everybody's damn page to see what they saying about her. Especially now. Like she's like, "Oh, all is well. All is well. I'm good." Girl, you can look in your face. You are stressed. Them bags is bad up under there. And any day now, your ass is going to crash out. You think because you got all your goats handling all this crazy stuff that's going on and dealing with all this saga, harassing, threatening people, all of that stuff, sooner or later, something's going to happen. You're going to hear the wrong word and you're going to crash. You're going to forget. Yeah, LA mom makes all that stuff. All they get is powdered milk and in water. I've lost pages from calling out. I've lost pages from calling out and not the bully. I called out facts with each evidence. Exactly, you do have evidence. Love how JD was like, fuck this. JD said she needs to shut the fuck up or go back or go back home. Was like I was like, well, damn. But Justin, you should have said that shit a long time ago. I'm just saying now. You should, I like that you said that, but you should have said that, like 3.5 years ago. That's when you should have said that. You should have said that a long time ago, not today. You kind of late on that one. Yeah, call out Queen, but he 3.5 years too late. He should have been said that. Maybe he should wouldn't be in the position that he's in now if he had checked her. Cause shoot, she lucky. Cause a lot of men wouldn't have put up with this bullshit that she doing. I bet you she would have did a Nigerian man like that. Yes, they're talking about woman on the market. On the market, my ass, girl. Don't nobody want you. Justin was the only one that wanted your stupid ass. You will never find nobody like him. She was talking about she don't give a F what nobody say about her. I know yeah, she lying. Cause if she didn't care about what people said about her, she wouldn't be jumping on everybody's page. Okay, on Don's page. Everybody, there's probably a few of you guys on here. Anybody who made a comment negatively about her, she's blocked you. How does she know to block you if she wasn't on that page? You're under one of her fake pages because she got a lot of them. But a bunch of people have messaged me telling me that they got blocked. So yeah, she's on everybody's page. He got the power now. I don't know if he got the power now. But only time is gonna tell if he got the power and he's strong. Yet it's better late than never. You know. Oh, she's live now, Lord. Oh, she done heard. She done heard, she done heard what her ex boo boo said. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you something. And this chick sit here, oh, she don't want him and all this crap she talk about him, but yet you look a little obsessed. You gotta record him every pickup and drop off. I've seen you wear one outfit and then make sure you change into something extra sexy just to go, 20 minutes before you leave to go pick up the kids. Girl, that man don't want you. That's, okay, like what Blessed said the other day. She said maybe in the beginning, and she wasn't listening to her sister. Even Stevana was in on it. There could have been a chance. But that ship done sailed. That man don't want your ass no more. He is done. He is done. That you will never get with that man. That man will never. Yeah, panda, panda, panda. And all I'm surprised he got as close as he did this past Sunday because shoot, that man been parking a damn block away to make sure she didn't get him. She got 12 million followers. How she have time to copyright people? Huh? Because she don't do nothing. She don't do nothing all day. That's why her house is never clean. She can't cook. She can't do nothing because she's on Facebook all damn day. If she's not live, she's searching the internet, going to everybody's pages and to see what everybody got to say about her. And then what Blessed said the other day, she was talking about her breast. She said one breast going to the left, the other one going down, and she said in the space in between them. Now, my grandmother used to sit there, and I didn't know what this meant when I was a little girl. And my grandmother had sat there and said about some woman, she was like, look at that, look at her. Her breasts are spreading. And I, as a little girl, I didn't know what the hell that meant until I got grown. A lot of people who are making little AI images on her behalf, or, you know, that about that AI thing, like especially that what do you call it? That the slave ones. Now that's just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And to be a black woman, whether she did it or one of her goats did it, like really? No, but if Justin had put out something like that, y'all would have hit the roof. Y'all would have had a heart attack. Or that one, or they thought they were being cute. They put one out today. Okay, Stony got a black eye. Okay, they had her dressed like a little girl with the little bubble things in her hair. Then they had Justin sitting in a chair, and they had Don dressed in little Daisy Dukes in a what do you call it, a one of them cut off t-shirt, had him dancing to lava. Like really? Like y'all got too much fucking time on your hands. She left her food out and it's gone off. What do you mean she left her food off and it's gone off? Oh, she's upset that the food is bad that she left. Well, shit. She'll never put her food in the damn refrigerator. She leave the stuff out all the time. That's why them kids been getting sick. June throwing up, if that was even true. Because that sounded, after a while, it looked like June wasn't nothing wrong with June. She was using that, for sympathy. Is in her hair. Kids' accessories, exactly. Of course she's good. Hand over fist right now. You got that. She getting money. Oh, that's who does it. Uh-huh. Yeah, she's childish. She is childish. She is. She is. She wants to be this little girl. Like, I'm sorry you didn't have a childhood. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? You got two kids now. You can't be a kid anymore. You need to be a grown ass woman. Get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got some money, don't, you know what I'm saying? It don't make you a good person. The ants carry the food away and shit with the roaches. Shit, after a while, there gonna be some rats up in there too. Shit. Wouldn't surprise me. Man. Shoot. That was a quick live then on, I don't know how long she was live, but hmm. I don't know why what the hell? What the hell? Oh, she cooked that jollof. She cooked some jollof rice yesterday. Some spicy jollof rice. Well, you the one who left that shit. As a matter of fact, somebody I know in California said it's been real hot. So why would you leave that food out? And she don't use the AC. She used to only use the AC when her father was there, and it was only downstairs that she would turn the AC on. She wouldn't turn it on upstairs. She would only turn it on downstairs, and that's when Skeeter was here. And matter of fact, I'm gonna repost, the throwback Thursday picture, my Skeeter picture. I don't know if any all y'all seen it, because they were sitting there talking about how Skeeter was better than, Papa Stoney, and Papa Stoney couldn't light a candle to Skeeter. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know where they getting that from. She said her album will be massive. Man, she begging, begging, begging. Just like she begged for money every day, she begging them to buy that damn album. And she only want what? She needs to spend, sell 10,000 so she could prove that she can make it here. Girl, it take more than 10,000 albums. She left that raw chicken out on the stove for over 12 hours. The chicken she fed to the home. Yes, she did. And it wasn't even cooked all the way because I seen when she ate a piece and that shit was red and pink inside. She said are attracted to to her light. Yeah, okay. Squidward gonna be wait a minute. Squid, I see that. Squidward gonna be mad. Squidward gonna be mad. She gonna beat them drums. Yeah, she was beating them drums today. She ain't realized when she beat them drums, all it backfires on her. She better leave them drums alone. I've thought about that. She wipes down the counter and just throws the crumbs on the floor. How are the ants not going to be around when she has food all over? And exactly, that album will be shit. Just like all the rest of them. She don't know how to sing. Didn't Don say she was recommended that she takes voice lessons? Don't she realize that even if she was, which I know she's not, get signed by a label, they're gonna make her take voice lessons. They're gonna make her do a lot of shit that she is not gonna want to do. And they're gonna tell her, girl, go hit the door. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit. They're not gonna deal with all this diva attitude. Girl, you are not even known. You think they're gonna deal with your shit? That you got this entitlement attitude and you know everything and don't tell me what to do? Oh, they're gonna tell you what to do. They're having another fucking star party for her now. Mad as haters they are, huh? Let them give them her money. I don't talking about people jealous. I ain't jealous. If y'all want to give a millionaire money, then go ahead. And there's a lot of foundations they could be giving their money to. She's getting tons of stars as usual. That's awesome. But she will never be a recording artist in the States. You right about that? And she thinks because she goes to Carnival, like that doesn't mean you made it. They only want you there because you have no problem dressing half naked. Jay ate some of that chicken in the park and that's why she got sick. A had a stomach ache Sunday. So what happened? Okay, call on Queen. Crystal woke up. Well, let me see. Not on Wednesday, but on Tuesday. And apparently her main page was down. But she said, because she made, okay, because there's a video, it's on her daughter's page. She had to go on her daughter's page. Her daughter's name is Cleopatra Vargas. And I guess all five of her pages, are connected. So I believe she said all five of her pages were gone. She said she's had her page since 2010 and has never once in her life had a violation, but all her pages are gone. Wait a minute. Most unique. Wait a minute. That's it, Taz. I blame you for invoking the wrath of Squidward. She's gonna make a song now about having a pineapple and living under the sea. People, child, she need to go on RuPaul Drag Race. That's where the fuck she need to go. What country is going to sign her? Deluluville? The Luluville. But that's what she said. Like I said, she made a video. I didn't watch the whole video, but it's on her daughter's page. And somebody made a post later on, a comment telling her, okay, I guess has to be from when KO had made a comment a little bit after because they were down here for Christmas, and she made a post, and she had sat there and said something about how Jay had ran her off by touching her inappropriately, and Crystal said something to her. She felt uncomfortable and she left, you know, but that little girl ain't just doing that stuff just to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how, where's that girl learned that? Well, yeah, I do. Let me stop lying. Let me stop lying. I know where she learned it from. And somebody sat there and made up a comment, and she asked them to send it to her. And she sent it to her, I guess. Fake paid, yeah, probably. They will pay for her trip to New York, of course. No, it's not a dance competition. It's a belly dance. What do you call that? Seminar or something like that. Who is who is Jill Scott? Because somebody just told her she needs to open her concerts for. Jill Scott is a famous singer. She's got a beautiful voice. What movie did she play? Is it why did I get married or something like that? Man, that girl can't. Child, she couldn't open up for a howling dog. Does KO know that anyone can be in a band for carnival? Yeah, I mean, tell her that. She don't know that. You just have to pay for your costume and the fee to be part of it. She ain't gonna tell nobody that. Yeah, she the biggest clown. Jill Scott is incredible. Yeah, she got an amazing voice. The mother was right to leave with her child. Yeah, cause look how she was touching Stony when Stony was at the house. If I'm not mistaken, did she do that to Mancy? Which I think that might have been how it came out, how she was talking about it. I don't know. No way, you got that right. No way Joe Scott would ever host her. She will never open for nobody. Shoot. Just like somebody told you the other day, Beyonce, you sound like Beyonce. Child, please. Y'all seen my dog singing. Y'all ain't seen my dog that was singing, the Beyonce song? Yeah. If y'all ain't seen it, y'all need to go on my page and watch it and listen to it, I should say. But I ain't responsible for your eardrums now. Listen at your own risk. That's all I gotta say. Listen at your own risk. And I don't know why they be they always telling this girl she sound like Beyonce. She sound like Beyonce. She fucking wish Beyonce need to sue her ass. All I know is that's what she need to do. Cause that chick don't sound nothing like Beyonce. Oh, you guys hold on a minute. Okay, guys, I'm back. But yeah. Oh Lord, but we'll see. Let me see. Oh, Don is on. What? Mm. What's he talking about? I wonder what he's coming on at. Well, it's not 12:30 over there. It's 12:30 here. It's like 9:30 in California. Don ain't on. Who said Don is on? I don't see him on. Is it Don or Stony? Because Don, I don't see Don on. Let me see. No, not her either. Who said? Oh, I don't know who said Don was on, but I don't see him on. Maybe it was from his other video he did earlier. Oh, that was Elizabeth. Oh no, Elizabeth was asking. No, that was Susan that said Don on. I don't know. Maybe he started to and ended it. I don't know. Cause I didn't see him. I it can maybe he was Susan. Maybe he was gonna come on and maybe he changed his mind. You know, maybe he decided to change his mind. I don't know. I don't think Don is on. I'm sure he will come live tomorrow or something. Maybe, maybe. Blessing didn't come on tonight. She came on earlier today. I thought somebody said Blessing was on a little while after I came live. I could be wrong, but I thought somebody said Blessing was on. Well, these allergies are starting to bother me. Usually I don't have allergy problems. This weather here is bipolar. We were 70, no, we were like 87, 88 degrees. Then all of a sudden it dropped to 40. And there was something else I wanted to say. I don't know. All I know is I hope Jay don't get in, well, I hope Jay don't get in trouble when she go home. I'm going to be paying real close attention. Donna's posted well. Doctor just made a statement. Well, I think there are a few of them statements he shouldn't have said. I'm just gonna keep that real. A few of them statements he shouldn't have said. And and sometimes, and I'm good for that too. I know when I get mad, I don't think before I open my mouth. I have a bad habit of doing that because when I'm real mad, I open up my mouth and you never know what's gonna come out. And then usually it's not very good and it's usually not very nice. So I think maybe he should have calmed down. Sometimes it is best. Now, even though I don't do it much, yeah, but I can admit it's better to try to calm down. Oh, she was on for an hour. Okay. Justice should undo his block list. People's comments are saying, yeah, a lot of people see a lot of people who are, even though they live here in the US, um, they say they're from, they're from Nigeria or from Ghana, and those are people he blocked. Remember when he said he was blocking all of Nigeria? So there's a few people that he's blocked, but they don't. They're not even KO supporters. They're his supporters. But because he thinks they're from Nigeria, he blocked them. I did not get to hear him what he said. Law student. He did a lot of complaining, and now I'm not going to say a lot of complaining, but he said that Jay said that KO slaps her when when she doesn't want to go in front of the camera. He said she needs to shut the fuck up or go back home to her country. This shit has to stop. It's involving, it's affecting his kids. A lot of that, like saying what he said about what Jay said her mother does. That's something he should have taken care of off camera. Because that's putting Jay in jeopardy. When her mother, hears this, which I'm quite sure she already knows about it. And telling her to shut the fuck up or go back to her country, that's something he should have took care of 3.5 years ago. I mean, but that's my opinion, you know. Oh, well, thank you, Margaret. Yeah, she's going to pay for that. You're right about that. He shouldn't have said that. You're blocked on Dr. Jean. Um, it could be. Yeah, oh, that's right. She failed 8 drug tests. Yep, he said she failed 8 drug tests. And I forgot about that one. Thank you, Call Out Queen. He's complaining, but yeah, exactly. He has to go to court. I mean, what's the use of complaining? I don't think it's going to do any good unless he's going to do something about it. But then, even then, like, if you're going to go do something about it, like last time, why did you go all on social media and put it all out there? And give me evidence and look at all my evidence and I'm going to do this and I'm going to court and I'm going to get full custody. I wouldn't have said a word. I would have just did it. Sometimes things are best done in silence. You can't put everything out. See, okay, yeah, see, Bubbly Me, you were one of the people that I was talking about, but I didn't want to say your name. I didn't want to say your name and put it out there, but yeah, see, Bubbly Me is putting herself out there. Yes, she changed her name, her profile name, and that's how she got blocked. I would really love to see Don wearing a T-shirt with Squidward. Oh, you're gonna have to give her. You're gonna have to give him that idea. Maybe the school has said something to him. Honestly, I think it's June. I don't think the school said anything to him. I think June told him that. Positive for what? He did not say. He did not say. But all I know is there was a reason why they were making her go for drug tests. He complained that he will have to pay around $15,000 to go back to court. I don't care how much money I gotta pay to protect my children. You can't let the right, exactly, Elizabeth. You can't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. You got that right. Stony has, ooh, does she? breaches of court order with restraining orders when he does drop off or pick up. Exactly. And not only that, and just like he sat there tonight, he sat there and said what he was saying was going against court orders, and that's talking about her. Just like she has constantly broke court orders by speaking about him. And she is constantly breaking, well, he kind of did it too, but she's doing it more because the girls are not supposed to be the main focus of the video. And they are definitely the main focus of her videos. You know, these kids can't even eat their food in peace. That's what they say. Yep. He was trying to work with her so the kids could be raised by two parents. Well, I mean, I believe he was, but shoot, he found that out real quick that it's not gonna work. I mean, she should just be grateful, glad. I mean, you're here. You have a way better life than you would have had in Nigeria. She even said it sometimes like if I was still in Nigeria, I don't know what I would be doing. We already know what you would be doing. Took me a long time to learn that. Huh. Well, JD don't have a left or right hand. He has two left hands. I will go to court for my kids no matter what. You got that right. You got that right. Plus, now he has more proof. Yeah, Mary, but you know what? What's he going to do with it? That's the point. No, he's not a tough guy. You're right about that. He isn't a tough guy. Oh, if she had been married to somebody like Don, huh? No, he doesn't have a backbone. Yeah, exactly. Got that child doing her homework on camera. Now, the child can't function or focus when she's on camera. She always wants to play around. Then you berate her, you humiliate her in front on social media. Like, do you know what that does to a kid? She said yesterday that he smacked her and called her a bitch. She needs to stop with the lies. Yeah, you right about that. Threw water in her face. I'm like, oh, a new lie. Oh, she actually said something new. Don had blocked me and I never spoke a word on his lies back then. About Margaret, he did that to a lot of us because I never spoke. I never said one word on his lies. And all of a sudden I got blocked. Could I still watch his lives? Yeah, on my personal page. And then about a month ago, a whole lot of us were unblocked. And he blocked us because of KO. Because people were telling him like, he had a few of her KO top goats, head goats, that were on his page and praising him and sending him stars and all this other stuff. And they gave him names of people who talk bad by coming to people's pages. And so he blocked all of us. Cause one day I was scrolling through, and one day on my feed I saw his thing, a post from him, and I was like, "How is I'm seeing a post from him?" I thought I was on the wrong page. I thought I was on my other page. He's about to remove his children. Oh yeah, he already said we haven't seen. He has not showed the girls in probably 2 months, maybe longer, and he did say he's not showing his girls anymore. But we'll see. She kept saying in her live tonight. Oh yeah, she likes to say, "We move, we move." You know what that means? That's her little code word. We move, we move. That's what she likes to say. That's her code word to, for attack. Do you know the really sad thing? I don't think Squidward trusts anybody around her completely because she's very untrustworthy herself. How can you act in life is who you attract in life. True. She's grooming Jay, and who knows what she will get Jay to say about her dad in front of the camera. Of course, she always tries to ask that child stuff, hoping that, she'll say something. Like when she used to do it with A. And A was like a little parrot. If you say it and then ask Jay, I mean, not Jay, A will repeat it. Because she used to be like a little parrot. Just repeat what she hears. So of course she'll say that. I mean, she'll do that to her. So we all know, yeah. No, you said remove or we move. Because it's usually we move. Unless, when she gets upset, her accent comes out more. Because usually she says we move. Let them send that thing out of here. We're tired of her. If he needs signatures, please let us know. Hmm. I think LA Crayfish is well connected. Exactly. I believe so too. Mary, whose page name? She told him to hit the like button. Oh yeah, Dr. Justin Dean DC. She told him to hit the like button, of course. Hit the like button. Um, and uh, who knows what else that trick be saying. You know, probably another lie, sympathy, or I'm not surprised she got a star party. After what Justin was on. You know, they that's what they do. They sat there and said every time you guys mention her name, we will give her stars. Okay. Well, I'm gonna mention her name like 150 times a day, and every time I mention it, I expect y'all to give her a star party and let me know how that works out. And I don't know why is she going to New York for a belly dancing convention. Um, I don't know if she favors Athena over June, because the girls are cute, and she looks like a tranny. I don't think she looks like neither one of them. Like, okay, let me tell y'all something. I heard something real stupid today. Somebody sat there and said, I think it was on her, somebody made a comment that she read, and it had to do with because she has smooth, um, and clean, what do you call it? Armpits. That she's all that. And I'm like, of course she gonna have smooth armpit. The bitch can't grow hair. Like, come on. Like, are y'all really bringing up her armpits? Jesus, anybody can have smooth armpits. You can get wax, you can get nair, you can get damn, razors. Like, come on. Like, you think that this bitch the only one that got smooth armpits? Like, that's what you using for a compliment? She can't grow hair on her head. She can't grow eyebrows. Like, the fuck? Oh my God. I just thought that was really, really funny. Will always prevail, but she will never be anything. It's unfortunate because she could be. She calls her own. I. You know, I don't think she can sing. I mean, I don't know where she would have went. I mean, like say if her and Justin had stayed together, you know what I'm saying? Like them two together with him being a chiropractor and her having her social media, and if she could have acted like she had some damn sense, yeah, they could have been a pretty good power couple on social media and really accomplished some things. Yeah, I know you will, Cheryl. I think crayfish is possibly. I mean, I I hear it's either her daughter or her niece that works there. She's not as patient with A as she. Yeah, I noticed that she's not patient with her like she used to be. You know, she's. But I don't know if that's because she's created a monster. You know what I mean by that is, always letting her have her way. So she has a lot of temper tantrums, a lot of meltdowns, or it's not cute anymore that she, you know, says no and things like that. Or is it because of what do you call it? Or is it because now she's becoming a daddy's girl? Because she run faster than Jay do. When that she runs faster than Jay does when it's time to get to her daddy. Oh, Bobby's here. Hey, Bobby. As the girls get older, she will become more dismissive of them. Exactly. She's always just sending them to the naughty corner for any damn reason. Like, you can't just send them to the naughty corner for the littlest thing. You have to pick and choose your damn battles. Screaming, she can't. Now, okay, I know a lot of women, filling their little eyebrows, some, but she ain't filling them in. She actually drawing complete damn eyebrows. I saw the face of Cora's jealous. I think she's going to the zoo, but it's kind of look like you see when you want to scare a child on Halloween. Man, I'll tell you one thing, and that nose is spreading. Shoot, Bobby sat there one time and said, I think she would child. When I started looking at that damn nose, the hell, I was starting to believe it. Because that nose is spreading across that girl's face. Shoot, pretty soon it's going to be hitting both damn ears. I just got here. I was knocked out, of course, when Bobby, he was like maybe 30 minutes live. And girl, he sat there. Let me tell you something, sis. He sat there and said she need to shut the fuck up or go back home. You're gonna have to go back and rewatch it for them goats have it taken down. Cause you know they gonna complain. When you can't go body hair, that's a cellular problem, some type of deficiency. No, she can't sing. Do you remember when you were younger when your mother used to say to you, if you keep looking like that, the wind will change? Yes. they are crazy. Hey, Bobby, you just woke up. I'm surprised, to be honest. I thought you'd be knocked out for the night. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you're right. When A has a meltdown, she brides her with cookies and ice cream. Sorry, 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 sorry. What are you sorry for? That's all she say to everything. Sorry, 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 sorry. When they were out and Bobby go live together. Exactly. Bobby, we need to do a live together one night. We will have so much fun. KO, there's a six, one of them hairless cats. Is that what that's what they call it? One of them hairless cats. It stinks like a garbage disposal. Baby A asked her mommy, "Are you fake crying?" She looked at her strange. No, do you fake cry? Hmm. Yeah, well, shoot, she know her mama fake crying. I believe she was prego. And did you know what? Oh, I was talking about how her nose is spreading. Yes, and I cracked the F up when he said that. Oh, you watched it? You watched it, Bobby? Oh, did you and Bobby? I hope so. I asked her. I'll talk to her behind the scenes. I'll talk to her behind the scenes and see what we can cook up here. Shoot, we be done shut me and Bobby go live. We be done shut the internet down. Shoot, we might lose our pages. I already got my backup. Yeah, you watched it. The only thing, Bobby, I did not agree with him saying is that the authorities were involved in that. Jay said that her mama smacks her when she don't want to go on go on the cam on live. I ain't agree with him putting that out there on social media because that's putting Jay's her safety when it comes to her mama. That's what I didn't agree with. Because at the end of the day, he know he got to bring that girl back to her mother on Sunday. And that's what I did not like, but it is what it is. I can't tell the man, he a grown ass man. I can't tell him what to say, you know. But some things are better left unsaid. That was one of them, but we'll see. But I'm gonna have to go back and watch that video of her upset because her food went bad. So it must. So whoever watched it. So what? There ants in the pot? I'll have to, because if that's true, man. I gotta go watch that because I'm gonna clown her tomorrow. Shoot, hell, it might be tonight. Because the kids are on spring break now. I ain't got to get up early in the morning. And she should have learned her lesson like over the summer. Get up over there trying to fix Jay some damn eggs give her some eggs she left out all night full of ants. Look, Cheryl, you ain't being no bus driver. I'm the bus driver. I done told you and Bobby that I'm the bus driver. I am the one with the credentials to drive the bus. It was spoiled. She always leaving them damn things out. She'll never put nothing. I mean, what you got a refrigerator for? You like to show off sometimes that you got this big old refrigerator, like you the only one with a refrigerator. Some people got refrigerators with them. What we got? What do they call that thing? The TV and all that other stuff. Child, please. Oh shoot, y'all. Y'all my witness. I'm being I'm being threatened. President Cheryl is threatening me. But you can't put nothing in there. But yet you got a freezer graveyard in your living room. Food been in there since you damn bought the damn thing. And you can't put none, you don't put no, you never put no food in the damn refrigerator. It's ridiculous. So, man, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I'm glad she get a girl's powdered milk because she'd probably leave that damn milk out too. I sent you the picture I was talking about, and pink is not her color. You got that right. I know it's not. One can be the driver, and the other one can be the inspector. That freezer graveyard, that deep freezer where she got all that freezer burnt food, and she got like who the hell puts okay, you know when you go to the restaurant and you wanna, take your leftover food home and they give you that little styrofoam container and they, sometimes they poke the little holes in the corners, for the steam. She has food in that and she has that in her freezer. You cannot store food like that. She has food inside of Shein bags. I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? So yeah, it's a freezer graveyard. Justin's live is an actual highlight 2026. About time he stopped holding it all back. Yeah, he did let it rip. He let it go. But she talks about him every day. My ex, my ex, my ex, my ex. Abuse, abuse, abuse. And people can only take so much. But like I said, I just didn't like how he put out there about baby J. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to have to deal with the repercussions from her mother. Or the fact that authorities are looking into anything. You know, that's something he shouldn't have you know, he shouldn't have put out there. Yeah, he definitely should have left Jay out of it. He really, really should have because, like I said, he has to drop her off. I mean, come Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But all that stuff just, it's just, I don't know. But if, what I'm saying, but if she got a freezer graveyard, yeah, she could put shit in the damn refrigerator. Half that shit in that refrigerator probably bad too. The refrigerator is stuffed, but you don't use none of that stuff. Remember when she had the, what was it? I think it was cream cheese. She had that big ass block of cream cheese. I guess she got it from Costco, and she was fed the kids the the moldy cheese. She fed them moldy cheese. Can't forget the yeast infection meatballs. That was just disgusting. Okay, Susan, good night. I'm just like I that girl won't throw away nothing. Nothing. Whether I mean if it's bad and you just don't want to throw it away, then you eat it. Don't give it to your kid. And she grills baby J every time. I guarantee you she does grill her every time she comes home. And I know she probably told her not to tell her father anything. And she did. And she told her. She told him. And I'm quite sure Jay said, "Don't tell mommy." Jay looks at it's that girl little girls. I mean, they look up to their fathers. They idolize them. They look at them, that's their protector. That's why they have that saying, daddy's girls, mama's boys. I know I was definitely a daddy's girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father was, nobody could hold a candle to my father, and that's how Jay looks at her father. And then you went and did that. And I just hope, I just hope, what did you say? Dog Dr. Chris is mad. Oh, is she? Oh, she did another video? I know she did that one earlier. She did another video? Mary? Good night, Susan. Um, no, me and Cheryl, we don't know how to stay out of trouble. She cooks with melted chocolate, coated ice cream. That's what I'm asking Cheryl. Did she come back on? Maybe it's time the authorities did get involved at this point. You know what? I agree, but he didn't have to put it out on social media. Shoot, most of that food in that freezer is old. Oh, she was live. And now she's on. Okay, Bobby, I'm going to have to go look on that. Because I know somebody had, made a comment on that video she did this morning. And it had something to do with, I guess, you remember when KO had said about how Jay had ran, Crystal off from touching her inappropriately. So I guess it had something to do with that. So I'm not sure. But I'm glad they told her, I'm glad they told their father that's too much touching for girl. I don't know if she said anything about that. I know she said something about Justin said that she slaps her. I do a big cook at the beginning of each week and freeze a lot, and then I just take it out when I need it because in today's economy, that's true. That no, that is very true. But it's about you just can't freeze stuff just any type of way. It gets freezer burn. There's nothing wrong with freezing things. You don't take a styrofoam container. One of those ones from like say, you go to the Chinese restaurant or you just go somewhere. You just don't put one of those flimsy things that you just and no, no, you just don't put that in your freezer full of food and it's been sitting in there since damn before Thanksgiving and then eat it. You just don't do that. There's nothing wrong. Like, I mean, she has freezer bags because she rewashes them, she reuses them, put them in a freezer bag. No, you have it in a Shein bag. That's what she puts them in. I see free on them Shein bags in there. I'm like, this chick will use anything. Yeah, that lady's crazy. She is crazy. And she wonders why these kids are sick and got stomach aches and stuff like that. Because you feeding them bad food. Spoiled food, undercooked food, ancient food. Good night, Elizabeth. They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So sad. But you know what? When her and JD were together, she did cook better. I'm gonna say she did cook better when she was with JD. Now she just throw anything together, and she swears she can cook. All that didn't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even remember her using 12 pounds of onions and tomatoes when she was with JD. And I don't even remember her cooking damn spoiled shit either. Cause giving spoiled cheese and no, there's quite a few, or picking mold out of the damn jelly and just weird shit. Stoney reported the abuse she witnessed also. She also said she have a lot more to report. Mary, who did she report it to? That's interesting. Onions, and noodles with tomatoes. She doesn't know how. No, she don't know how to cook. It's and those girls eat too many noodles. Them, it's not the noodles. It's those seasoning packets. They have a lot of sodium in it. Just feed the girls a decent meal, a meat, a side, a vegetable. Feed them some regular cereal, real cereal. There's cereal that you can buy that don't have a lot of sugar. She may not know about how to prepare food for freezing. Well, if she can go over there and ask LA Fish for help to get out of all the bullshit she gets herself into, then she can go ask her how to damn freeze something. She can ask Mancy. I remember one day I watched her open that freezer. She was looking for some type of sauce. It was okay. You know how you get the seafood boil and it has the sauce and everything? She had saved that sauce and she was looking for it. And it wasn't in the freezer at the bottom of the refrigerator. So she started emptying stuff out of the freezer graveyard. And that's how I seen it. She was taking all the stuff out. And I'm just like, what the hell? This is how she freezing stuff? And then the bag, and stuff, she was opening it up. Like I actually watched her. She licked some of them to tell what it was. Now you could see the freezer burn on it. And then, or she would take her fingernail and scrape a little bit off to taste it. She couldn't find it. Then she had the nerve to ask the kids, what did they do with it? What the hell you mean what the kids do with it? What they gonna do with it? Either you ate it, your father ate it, or you got 1,000 damn bags up in there that you don't know which one it is. Look at her live from yesterday. Oh, that you mean Stony? Okay, I did watch her live. I think I missed the very beginning. Gotta get up early. All right, Jan, you have a good night. But and even if you don't want to ask somebody, you can Google any damn thing. Hell, damn, you can learn how to build a goddamn rocket on damn YouTube. The video, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, you can learn anything on YouTube. I remember I couldn't remember how to put my rug shampooer together. I couldn't remember, from like like the regular shampooer, but yet I couldn't remember how to put the hose on there so I could do my furniture. All I had to do was put in what type it was on YouTube, and there was a damn video. Guess how would they know she doesn't let them eat anything? They need, you got that right. And I remember one time she sat there and told them, she was like, okay, this is the fruit in here, and you don't have to ask for this. You can just take whatever you want. Yeah, them kids can't, they can barely have water without permission. It's I don't know. I'm sorry. I raised children. I've had foster kids before. I raised one of my son's friends because his mother was on drugs. I raised him, and I have never done my children that way. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I am the best parent in the world. Have I probably made mistakes? Absolutely. Nobody's perfect. But I have never done none of this shit that she has done and never would. Exactly. And then when they do, that's all they get. If these kids in here want to eat 6 times a day, guess what? They're going to eat. It's at the beginning. That's okay. But you know what, Mary? I believe she told Justin this when they went to brunch. You remember the picture? Yeah, law student. Hmm. I've raised 4 of my own, one of my son's friends, and 2 foster kids. I've had plenty of children in my home. I could never. Oh, most unique. It's 5 a.m. Well, damn, where you at? I'm going to put my. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Tomorrow's trash day here, too. I got to put my trash out. Um, it's 124 here. But, I believe that probably told him that at the brunch. I don't think he found out. I don't think Stony would put that out there without him knowing about it ahead. Well, not saying that she told him she was going to say it, but without him knowing about it. And I believe it goes deeper than whatever she said yesterday. I believe it goes deeper, you know? And I think they know it was going to go deeper. That's why they wanted that page down. It was 2 reasons. Because they don't want that girl to talk anymore, and they are so mad that JD gave that girl that page. My kitchen is a revolving door. One kid goes in to eat, then another goes to eat. For real. For real. Stony pulled back. What do you mean? Like she didn't want to tell everything? Because I mean, I could tell she was nervous, but I got to give it to her because, in the beginning, I didn't think she was going to be strong enough to come out and say it. And no, they can't handle the truth, you know? So, But she did, at towards the end, even she admitted it. She said how she was all over the place, and yeah, she was nervous, but I guess that's to be understandable, for her. Now me, I'd have just put the whole thing out there. We would have been doing a 3-4 hour live. I'd have put everything out there, because I'm not gonna keep coming back, going back and forth with them idiots. Stony says she's not. Yeah, she says she's not done. She says she's not done. But I guess whatever her reason is, her mental health or her trying to prepare her, I don't know, whatever her reason is, this is the way she's choosing to do it. And, who am I to tell her that, that she can't do it her way? Everybody doesn't have to be like me, like you, or anyone else. She's going to do things the way she wants to do it, and we have to accept that and support her on that. That's what she's going to do. But all right, guys, it's been over almost 2 hours and 45 minutes I've been on here. If anybody hasn't hit the like button, please do that. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I need to go out here and put these trash. Most unique reminded me I gotta put my trash out, because I don't know, sometimes this trash man come at 5 a.m. and I gotta make sure I put that out. But I will talk to you guys. I think I don't know, maybe Bobby will go live tomorrow. If not, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Might have to come back live again. But we'll see what plays out tomorrow. But you ladies have a good night. And thank you for joining my live and supporting me. Oh, Bobby's still on. Okay. Oh, she's still awake, put it that way. Stoney's family sound like yes, they do support her. KO's family only supports her because of money. Of money. That's the only reason why they support her. Because if they supported her without the money, they wouldn't have shipped her ass to damn China. So it's about money. Nancy wasn't around like that until she found out how much money her sister was making, and she got a piece of the pie, and now she's making money and want to be a braggadocio now. Oh, you're up for now? Well, I'm about to end this live. I gotta go put this trash out. And I am a little tired. I'm gonna find me something to eat. Maybe I should, I don't know. Well, nah. I'll eat some fruit. It's too damn late for me to be going in here eating something too heavy. Well, you have a good night too, Grace. And thank you everybody for coming and joining me and supporting me. And I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye.